in here. Hello and welcome to Blackhawk TV's presentation of the Vulnerable Blackhawks hosting the Somerset Spartans in this Middle Border Conference matchup here in January. My name's Jordan Lehman. I am joined by Keegan Opsey tonight and our famous cameraman Zach Ambrose here at Blackhawk TV. The owner and operator of Blackhawk TV, Jeremy, cannot be with us tonight, but I am glad to be joined by former Baldwin Woodville great Keegan Opsey. How you doing tonight, Keegan?
Doing great.
Good. So tonight we have a rematch as we're starting into the conference slate where teams are playing each other for a second time. Somerset Spartans coming in this one, coming in the West Gym at 11-5 overall. They're 4-4 in conference, good for essentially a three-way tie for the middle of the conference at 4-4. And hosting them will be our Baldwin Woodville Blackhawks at 6-8 overall, but 4-4 in conference. These two squared off on December 5th of 23 in a classic matchup where Ryan Bienendahl hit a game-winning three in Somerset's house to secure that win. Game-winning threes, Keegan, something you know a little bit about.
Yeah, I guess.
Who was that against?
Prescott, I think.
Yeah. Oh my
Here?
gosh, that was great. Was that your senior year?
Oh, junior.
Junior year.
Yep, junior year.
Yeah, right down there on the right end hoop. But this one should be a lot of fun. It's a middle border conference matchup, so it's going to be a tough game. Hopefully, it's a good game and a good one for the Hawks. Coming into this game, Hawks had a tough stretch through early January and late December, dropping 7 in a row, but got a win on the road at a Amory team that has a couple very, very nice players in Carter and Keaton Wallen. Pulled that one out by 2 on the road. Somerset taking care of business in the non-conference, but has dropped some important ones in conference play. So Keegan, drawn on your experience playing under Coach Benoit here, playing on this court, essentially all 4 years you were in high school.
Yep.
When it comes to the length of a basketball season and the ups and downs, what are some differences? You know, you were obviously a multi-sport athlete, playing a lot of high-level football. What are the differences in sustaining success and like kind of enduring the length of a basketball season and staying focused throughout?
Right. To your point, I mean, it's probably a 20 or 22 game season. That can drag on. You know, high school guys, you still got to go to school. I mean, I think you just got to stick together and know every team's going to have an athlete. We have a ton of athletes. You know, you just kind of have to channel that. Because I think I remember my senior year, we went on like a 14-game winning streak.
You're right.
And, you know, those are the ups. You're going to have downs, you know, as I think we dropped one to a bad team. You know what's going to happen, and the way you respond, I think, is what is going to help you in the rest of your season and your outlook and going into the playoffs. Because, I mean, everybody's going to the playoffs, and who knows, you can make a run. No matter how your regular season went, you can still make a run. And I think if we can kind of get things together and guys that just want to work hard and get some wins and just go into playoffs as best as they can be. So
absolutely. And like you said, you know, you can go on big winning streaks and then drop a game to a team that you probably shouldn't. But in high school basketball especially, there's a lot of years where you'll see teams making deep runs into the playoffs or even all the way to state that have, you know, 9, 10, 11 losses on their record. And there's teams that they stack their non-conference with teams that maybe they know they're a lot better than, so they're able to get that win total up and up and up. And there's other programs where they want to challenge themselves and they want to see, you know, what they're actually made of. And Baldwin Woodville's played some excellent non-conference opponents. They hosted Rice Lake, a very, very good Big Rivers squad. Went on the road to a holiday tournament where they played a handful of schools from Minnesota, you know, schools that you're never going to really know anything about or probably not have film on. And so, 6-8 isn't the greatest overall record at this point, but like you said, it's just about making a run, playing good basketball at the right time. And obviously, it's about getting big wins in conference. And something that you 4-year player here on the varsity court. What's it like, you know, playing in the middle border when, like you said, literally every single team's going to have a good athlete, probably going to have a pretty good player. I mean, you really can't take a night off, can you?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, every single middle border game is going to be tough no matter what their record is. You know, if they're 1-11 or whatever, it doesn't really matter. You know, you got to kind of go into the game knowing that it's going to be a fight, and a lot of times it literally does come down to just who wants it more. I mean,
Yeah.
just from experience, you know, if you have an off shooting night and the other team's just going to outwork you, get some offensive boards, you know, they can flip the script, and you never know what can happen in the middle border. One of the tougher conferences on this side of the state for our division. So,
Absolutely.
But I think that can help, like we said, going into the playoffs and making a run. So,
and you know, anybody that watched you, I know from my perspective, you're probably the best defender I've watched on this court in my life over the last 28 years. You know, when it comes to the length, you know, 3-4 months of basketball. At this point in the year, you know, you're over halfway, but just barely over halfway. Like, what's it like to still show up, and especially like tonight with a Somerset team that they want to run, they want to get up and down, they want to have high volume of shots. Like, do you just kind of have to flip that switch and like just take the pain, take the punishment?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of, and a lot of guys, I mean, maybe not on this team, but a lot of guys are going to play 36 minutes the whole game, so you're going to be tired. It's hard not to take possessions off too, and I mean, I like defense, so I didn't really care as much on the offensive end, but you just got to grind pretty much, and you got to want it, like I said before. That's what a lot of these games come down to in the middle border. But I think that Somerset and Baldwin are pretty evenly matched teams, and I think it's going to come down to defense and, like I said, who wants it more, and obviously another one is who's going to make more shots too. But
Right. And like you said before we were on air, you know, if this game's in the 50s, like it was in December, you know, that's what BW is going to want. They don't want Somerset to play in rhythm. They don't want Somerset getting fast break opportunities, getting easy layups. So we'll see if Baldwin Woodville is up to the task. It's going to be exciting. It's a big game, just like every Middle Border Conference game is, and we're happy to be here for it. So at Blackhawk TV, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem introductions and other things, and then we will rejoin you for the tip between the Blackhawks and the Spartans. Welcome back. We have the starters in for both teams. So for the visiting Spartans, senior number 2, Dylan Lesha. Senior number 3, Caden Krybeck. Senior number 12, Aiden Grover. Junior number 13, Kane Donnelly. And senior number 34, Cayman Gebheim. For the Blackhawks, number 1, senior Cal Smith. Number 2, junior Evan Clausen. Number 3, senior James Borkart. 10, senior Colin Fritz. And 24, senior Maddox Mahoney. Lesha and Clausen at the tip, and Lesha will get the tip for the Spartans, and on the right-hand side of your screen, the Spartans will get things going.
We're going to be in some zone here, it looks like.
Yep, zone look early for the Hawks. Somerset wants to push the pace. They want to play a high-volume game, high-volume scoring, high-volume possessions, averaging over 70 points a game this season. Lesha and Donnelly at the top of the key, 2 leading scorers for the Somerset squad, both over 18 a game. Lesha's going to drive, baseline, fadeaway jumper, rolls out, no good. Offensive board, though, for Somerset. Donnelly will launch a 3, that's in and out. And Mahoney, one of the leading rebounders for this team, able to get the rebound. So zone there. Keegan, probably something to try to slow the pace a little bit for Coach Benoit.
Yeah, and I think what he wants to do there is just make a play around us. Not if they get into the interior of the defense, we're going to be in trouble. I mean, obviously offensive rebounds. As Evan, nice drive to lane, gets the 2.
That's a really impressive drive there by Clausen, leading scorer for the Hawks on the season at about 12 a game.
Good
and
block.
Good defensive play. 2-0 BW in the early going here, and they're going to walk it up, playing at the preferred pace for the Hawks, who at times this season have had trouble on the offensive end, but pairing good shot selection with good defense, recipe for success. But almost a turnover there from Fritz trying to get it to Smith.
I want to see Colin shoot that one maybe.
Yep.
Just go right up.
Cal Smith, another leading scorer for the Hawks at right around 11 a game, coming out for his senior season. Valuable addition for Coach Benoit. 2-0 BW after 2 minutes gone. Both these teams at 4-4 in conference, looking to get above 500 tonight.
7 drives baseline.
Good kick to Smith in the corner. Thought about it. He's going to drive in, take a mid-range jumper, no good. But who's there? Maddox Mahoney. Reset the possession for the Hawks.
Yep, good post touch. If we can get it down in there, I think there's going to be a lot more opportunities.
And I think, you know, talking about Fritz, your senior year you played a lot of basketball with Colin.
Yep.
He's a really gifted player on the basket.
Right, and that's, I mean, post touches can really help this offense because a lot of times I think as he travels there, we can get pretty stagnant like on that possession, and it kind of, I think a post touch kind of just opens you up a little bit.
Right.
Kind of, you know, as we get back on D now, but.
Absolutely. We have some good size on this team. A lot of guys clocking in at 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", so getting it in and around the basket is going to be helpful. Another zone look for the Hawks. Lesha will take a quick trigger 3 in the corner. That's going to be long, but Donnelly's there for the offensive rebound. Good athlete for Somerset, their quarterback in the Falls. He's going to be fouled. He's going to shoot 2. So 4 seniors in the starting lineup for Somerset coming into the season. Highly touted group, a lot of high expectations. They've had some tough conference defeats, one of which at the hand of BW on the last second shot early this season. But definitely a talented squad that you have to keep in check offensively, as Donnelly makes those 2 to tie it at 2.
Now they're going to bring some pressure, a little bit of zone pressure, it looks like. Not too intense. Obviously, we can exploit that.
Yep, BW breaks it, but a good transition block there by Grover.
And they're going to come back quick.
But that pass off the backside of the backboard, so out of bounds.
Yep.
Lesha try. So in your experience, you know, when teams want to, I think of even Northwestern your senior year in the playoffs, when they want to increase the tempo and they want to bring pressure like this, for you, what was your thought process around that? Just try to slow it down and be patient, or what?
As Evan, You got to jump all down here. Obviously, they want to speed you up, but I think your mindset kind of changes depending on what type of press it is too. If it's a good or bad press. A lot of teams run bad presses, and you can just get easy layups.
Right.
So I think that a lot of times a press can help an offense.
Sure.
But in this situation, I think Somerset wants to speed us up, like what just happened. Trying to split doubles, and that's tough to do. So we'll see how the game progresses.
Exactly.
7-3.
No good on that 3-point attempt. Somerset trying to increase the pace. Gebheim's going to drop step. Good find there, and that's going to be Grover for 2. Cayman Gebheim, another really valuable football player for this Somerset squad in the fall. Really good basketball player in his own right, averaging over 6 rebounds a game, and he's a valuable scorer as well. Lesha with the steal. He's going to go in transition. It's 1-on-2, but he's going to rise up and slam. Something that Dylan Lesha's done well for the last couple seasons is elevate, finish above the rim, and he does so there.
See if we can stop some momentum here. Big momentum play right there, steal on a dunk.
Absolutely.
Don't want to get out of there, Maddox.
Maddox trapped, gets around it, trying to find somebody to give it to, but does walk before he's able to pass it out.
Right, and like we said, this is exactly what Somerset wants to do. Speed us up, get us in a trap situation. As we just have Jeremy Jacobson come in for Maddox.
Number 23 for the Hawks, a junior, sharpshooter from outside. When he gets hot from the perimeter, good things happen for the Hawks. He had a really nice game at Amory last week. BW started up 2-0. Somerset's had the last 6 points in this relatively low-scoring affair. Gebheim left wing 3 is going to be no good. James Workhart's there. Just about 5 minutes into this one.
We fare way better if they get another half court too. That's kind of something we want to do. Don't want to get transition looks. Evan gonna feed it down to Colin. Let's see him make a move.
Fritz,
Yep.
change pivot foots there. Called for the traveling violation. So another turnover for the Blackhawks. And it's going to be a substitution for Coach Wink and the Spartans. Number 25, that's going to be Jamison Wink. Senior is going to check in.
Gonna need to stop here. And that's a tough spot right there. Attack that from the middle, we're in trouble.
Krybeck, one of the things he does best is shoot from the perimeter. He averages over 15 a game. And he's a Spartan you do not want getting in rhythm from the perimeter, as Somerset now 9-2 in the lead. And an errant pass there from Clausen to Fritz will result in another turnover.
We're going to see Ryan Vienendahl check in for Evan.
Senior number 20 for the Hawks. Somerset fell at the hands of Ryan Vienendahl's top of the key 3 in December to win that one for BW. BW started the year off 5-1 overall. One of those wins, a big one at Somerset. Found their footing last week at Amory, getting a win after losing 7 in a row. Trying to keep that going and forcing a turnover there. Good job, as Hawks looking to get something going offensively. And you mentioned earlier, you know, for nights where maybe the shots aren't falling, what are some things that you would think about or try to emphasize as a team when offense wasn't easy to come by?
Right, well, I think a lot of it is just effort, because by using effort you can get offensive rebounds, which can turn into points.
Right.
As Cal's going to shoot a 3 here.
Left wing 3 off right iron.
Like I said, yep, offensive rebounds.
Yep, and Fritz is going to turn it into a 3-point play opportunity. He's going to finish the layup, and he's going to be fouled. 3-point plays here at Blackhawk TV brought to you by Packman's Concrete. You can reach Nick Pack at 612-804-5222 for all your concrete needs. As Fritz is able to get the buckets going, he will try the free throw here to pull the Hawks within 4. And that's good, and a good sign for Colin. Checking in for him will be Brody Paul, number 11, a senior. So Coach Benoit already going to the bench here, getting some guys some early rest. Something you didn't get a lot of in your career is rest.
Right?
A lot of games that you probably played all 36 minutes or more.
Yep. It's tiring for sure.
Borkhardt anticipated the pass, almost able to pick it off, does tip it. Lesh is going to attack in the middle. He's going to find his way through defenders to finish for 2.
Great use of the pivot foot there. It's just a tough bucket. We had 3 guys there.
Exactly. And Somerset's got a couple guys that are going to make tough shots. Got to live with it. Hawks trying to get something going in the rhythm of the offense. Borkhardt's going to drive and finish for another and one opportunity. You just heard me say it, but those are brought to you by Backwoods Concrete. You can reach Nick Pack at 612-804-5222 for all of your concrete needs, and we're trying to get the old-fashioned three-point play once again. But like you said, Keegan, offensive rebound leading to the last three-point play opportunity. This time, James getting in and around the basket, not settling. As that free throw misses, but will go to the Blackhawks off of the deflection. So 4-point deficit for the Hawks, 7-11. 10:33 to go, but get another possession here, trying to pull closer.
I think we can attack the middle of the defense, just like James just did. Nice gather step, just a nice bucket.
Absolutely.
Get a lot of good looks in there.
James gets in the lane, will kick out to Smith this time. Reposts and kicks. Better ball movement on this possession for the Hawks, trying to keep Somerset working on the defensive end.
Yep, for sure. We don't need to get a bucket in 10 seconds. We can make them work. That's not great, but.
No, good anticipation by Gebheim, stealing the entry pass.
Another key to the game, I think, will be turnovers, too. Who could have the least number of turnovers, I think, is going to have a great advantage, as I think.
Absolutely.
Bombs. Another 3.
Deep 3 there by Krybeck, as he shoots that one from well beyond the arc and puts it in. So 14-7 Somerset at the timeout. I'm going to read some ads here. Baldwin Greenhouse. Since 1935, Baldwin Greenhouse has been serving Baldwin and the surrounding area by offering the freshest flowers, plants, and gifts for any occasion. Some of the flowers and many of the plants are grown right on site. They'd love to help you with anything you need. Give them a call at 715-684-2104 or visit online at baldwingreenhouse.com. Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar at 780 Cedar Street in Baldwin offers something for everyone. If you're interested in the competition and camaraderie of a team, come join one of the bowling leagues offering men, women, couples, seniors, youth leagues that run from September through April. Reserve an open bowling time for family, friends, work, or birthday parties. When you get hungry or thirsty from all the bowling fun, or while watching the big games and many big screen TVs, Striker Sports Bar is sure to satisfy. Check out our menu and weekly food specials at strikerslanes.com. So just almost halfway through this first half, 9:29 to go. Somerset, another deep 3 by Krybeck, doubling up the Hawks at 14-7.
And now the Blackhawks are going to see some zone on offense.
Oh, another errant entry pass, another takeaway by Gebheim. He's going to go and kick to Lesh, top of the key 3, uncontested, is off to the right. Football pass from Borkhardt to Smith will lead to a layup.
Good leak out by Cal.
Absolutely. Little high tempo look for the Blackhawks there as Cal gets an easy one. Hawks within 5. Krybeck trying to get loose in the corner. Good closeout by Jacobson. Good find there from Wink to Donnelly, though, and a left-handed finish is easy for Kane. Somerset back up 7.
Hard to stop when you can get it down to that short corner. Opens up a lot of opportunities for them.
Yep, good passing angles.
Want to see a little bit more movement on offense from the Blackhawks here. Just a little stagnant, like I said. Good touch for Brody down low. Want to see when they get it down low to make a move or try and score or set somebody else up, though.
Right. Hawks patient with this possession. Not a lot of movement, though, like you mentioned.
Right. Hard to score without movement. Another errant pass.
Krybeck on this one. Lobs it up to Lesha for an easy 2. Somerset back up 9.
Somerset in control of the tempo.
Absolutely.
They're getting out. You got to get back on defense. It's tough, but turnovers can lead to that.
Yeah, essentially what Somerset does well, they've been able to do well. Krybeck from deep, Lesha athletically. Jacobson thought about the mid-range jumper. James Borkart will take an in-rhythm 3, and that's a big shot for the senior.
Needed that one for sure.
So Hawks within 6. Wink bounce pass to Krybeck in the corner. He made his first 2 off on that one. Thankfully for the Hawks. Yep. James will walk it up. Some starters for the Hawks getting some good rest, but set to check in. Cal to Jacobson out to Vienendahl. Working the possession. Good look again for Borkart. Left wing this time.
Nails it.
Well, not this time. Both times left wing, and that time, like you said, nails it once again. So James got 8 points here in the early going.
Good lift down the stretch there. We needed them 2 buckets as we get another turnover. Nice tip by Brody.
So we're going to get a set play called by Coach Benoit. Hawks within 3. Somerset stretch that lead to 9. Hawks with 2 James Borkart triples. Well, at the same spot, he's going to pull again. He's feeling it. 3 for 3, left wing. Probably don't want to leave him open there, and the Hawks have tied it at 18. Timeout for Somerset. More ads for you. St. Croix Garage Doors provides Western Wisconsin with top quality garage door sales, service, and installation. We proudly serve Baldwin, Woodville, Hudson, Richmond, River Falls, Stillwater, Menominee, and surrounding areas. Give Brian a call today at 715-781-8989 for a quote, install, or service. Precision Excavating Enterprises is a full-service excavating, grading, and trucking contractor located in Baldwin, offering all types of residential and commercial earth-moving, septic systems, demolition, landscaping, driveways, and building sites. Our trucking division offers dump truck, grain hopper, and flatbed hauling services. Sand, gravel, fill delivery, serving the Baldwin and surrounding western Wisconsin areas. Give us a call at 715-760-0768 for free estimates. A-Star Concrete Plumbing Incorporated is proud to be family-owned and operated in Wisconsin. We pride ourselves on maintaining high-quality, unique fleet and very knowledgeable staff to complete all projects. From smaller residential projects to large-scale commercial enterprises, A-Star Concrete Plumbing has the equipment, staff, and experience to handle all your concrete needs. So Hawks down by 9 at one point there, 18-9, and 3 triples by Borkart pull them back even apiece. So it looks like this is going to be another classic middle border showdown here in the West Gym. Somerset going from left to right on your screen. Just under 6 minutes to play in this first half. 18-minute halves in Wisconsin high school hoops. And 18 apiece between these two teams.
Looks like we're in some man now. Switch it up. Different look.
Krybeck, right wing 3, and he's firing on all cylinders tonight right alongside James Borkart.
Gotta get a hand up. He's a shooter for sure.
And it's challenging when a lot of guys aren't going to be comfortable taking a shot from that distance.
Yep. You don't want to get blown by on a drive either, so it's kind of tough. Evan out to Brody, to Cal.
So Somerset back up 3. Returning for the Hawks on this past possession after the timeout, Fritz and Clausen, number 2 and 10 respectively. Clausen on the right wing. Closely guarded by Krybeck, does get rid of it.
Overall, good defense by Somerset, though, I will say that.
Right. Good drive, though, like you mentioned, trying to get into the middle of the defense. Clausen's able to do so.
Yep, good opportunities come when you drive to the basket hard.
So Evans going to shoot 2 here. First one long, off back iron. Mahoney will check in for Paul. And Gebheim's going to give Grover a break for the Spartans. Second one good for Clausen. Hawks within 2.
We're back to that zone look. One possession of man. Evan gets the steal, a turnover for Somerset.
Yep, and he's going to be fouled.
Yep, quick foul with Donnelly.
Good getting a hand on the ball for Clausen, able to turn that Somerset offense over. And we'll get the full starting group back in now as Borkhardt takes a quick break after he made 3 triples in a row. Clausen on left wing, looking to get it into Fritz, but he'll swing. Fritz near the elbow, he's going to go to work, kicks out to Mahoney. Strong drive by Mahoney, but a held ball is going to be called as Gebheim's able to get his hands on it. Possession arrow to Somerset.
Tough spot to drive down there in that dead corner. They're going to double that every time is the way it looks, so.
You're absolutely right. Turnovers not been the friend of the Blackhawks tonight.
Yep. And most of the season, I'd say.
Absolutely. Still down 2. Hawks amping up the defense here. Somerset had a 6-minute stretch where they were playing at their preferred tempo, but the Hawks in the last handful of minutes able to limit that. Lesha with a nice drive. He's going to be fouled on the layup attempt, but using his athleticism to get in and around the basket.
I like to see the defensive pressure, though. Last couple drives have created turnovers, too, and that can lead to some points, which helped us in that stretch where we were down. So.
Absolutely. Lesha to the free throw line, off to the right on that first one. Hawks just 2 team fouls in this first half, so looking like there's not going to be a lot to worry about there for Coach Benoit going into the half. Just under 3.5 minutes to play. Lesha makes the second, so Hawks still within a possession here, down 3. Smith will jog it up for BW.
Like to see the different look of Evan off the ball, too.
Absolutely.
It's a good easy dump into Colin and
yep.
one.
And Gebheim trying to go for the swat block, does foul Fritz. And so another and one opportunity for Colin. He completed the first one. Those are brought to you by Packman's Concrete. You can reach Nick Pack at 612-804-5222 for all of your concrete needs. So once again with the old-fashioned three-point play, Fritz trying to tie this one up. Short on that one, but he'll get his own rebound. And now Hawks looking to potentially take the lead.
Great idea by James.
Yep, trying to get the back door. Maddox gets it poked away, out of bounds, but will stay with the Hawks. Maddox going to lob it into Fritz. He's surrounded by Spartans. He's just going to
great step through.
Pivot, yep. Excellent step through, excellent finish for Colin.
And there, Somerset's going to come, look for a basket, got nothing.
Yep, they want to go fast.
Yep, they want to get a leak out, so they're going to get a layup there.
Yep, so they use their tempo to get an easy opportunity. So Hawks for a few seconds in the lead at 23-22, but Wink on the other end answers. Somerset back up. Good cut by Borkart, and another and one opportunity. I've gone many, many games without having any of those, but Nick Pack's getting his money's worth tonight. And one opportunity for James, his second and one opportunity of the night. Brought to you by Packman's Concrete. You can reach Nick Pack at 612-804-5222 for all your concrete needs. Listeners will have that one memorized. Off to the right after short on that free throw. So Hawks up one, exchanging leads on the last couple possessions.
Good hands by James once again, created turnover.
Absolutely.
Defensive pressure has been helping Blackhawks out. Trying to turn that lead around, get some momentum on our side, and start making some shots too.
Absolutely. Borkart with a good defensive play. He's been extremely valuable on the offensive end as well with 13 points here in the first half. Fritz will fake the pass, tries to drive, almost gets it taken away, recollects, hits the deck underneath Borkart.
Get a jump ball here.
Yep. Held ball is called. A lot of activity on that possession for Fritzy, but BW will retain possession. Just under 2 minutes to play in the first half. These teams fighting to be alone in third place. A lot of
getting a little bit more physical.
Yeah, a lot of physical there from Wink. Evan tries to drive and dish.
Yep. Hard to make a jump pass. Don't want to leave your feet when you're trying to pass the ball. See what Somerset can do on their offensive possession here. The Blackhawks still in their 2-3/3-2 look.
Yeah, I've had a good look there, it looked like, for Grover. Donnelly will finish on his look. Donnelly, one of the premier scorers in the conference during the early part of the year, had some games well above 20 into 30s. Held in check tonight, I think only 4 for the junior, but a good finish in that one, delivering the Spartans the lead. Just over a minute to play. But we mentioned before the game started off, you know, a game that maybe ends in the 50s is going to be a game that the Hawks prefer, and that's what we're on pace for. So all things considered, not a bad half of basketball through the ups and downs for the Blackhawks.
Yeah, pretty good defense by both teams. Going to limit each other.
Closed in on 40 seconds to go. Hawks just methodically working it around.
Tough turnover there.
Maddox will lose that pass out of bounds. So with essentially 30 seconds to play, see what Somerset elects to do here. Wait for the last possession, or gonna get a mini timeout there to tie his shoe, but Somerset will inbound. Looking to extend their lead before the half.
Yep. I wouldn't mind stepping up here and getting some pressure on them. Don't make it easy for them. So you know what they're going to do. They're going to wait till the last second and take a shot. So
right. Make a decision earlier than they want to. Krybeck's going to get a decent look at the top of the key, and that's going to be off to the right. Handful of seconds here for the Hawks. 4, 3, 2. Fritz is going to rise up. No good, no call. So at the half, through 18 minutes, Somerset 26, Baldwin Woodville 25. Looking like it's going to be another classic between these two teams, having one already in December, now in January. Close one at the break. So we're going to take a break at Blackhawk TV and rejoin you in about 10 minutes for the second half. All right. Welcome back. We are set for half number 2 between the Hawks and the Spartans. In that first half, Somerset led most of the way and retook that lead shortly before halftime to be up 26-25. A lot of good defense in that first half for the Hawks, but some turnovers on offense really limiting their opportunities offensively, but some pretty good perimeter shooting, some good and one opportunities, and the Hawks right in this one. A big one here in the Middle Border Conference in the West Gym. Once again, my name is Jordan Lehman. I'm joined by Keegan Opsey, former very, very, very good player for Coach Benoit here in this very gym, and we've got 18 minutes to decide this one. Looks like original starters, well, for the Somerset Spartans, but for the Hawks, Jeremy Jacobson, number 23, will replace Maddox Mahoney.
Different look, might be for something defensively, or don't exactly know, but
yeah, we'll see here. Jeremy, a good perimeter shooter. Somerset on the left-hand side of your screen now, going to work, and an early foul will be called. I believe the Hawks only had 2 or 3 in that first half. His first, so nobody in real foul trouble, obviously, after only a handful of fouls for the Hawks thus far. Handoff from Donnelly to Lesha. Gebheim thought about it, but will reset. Gebheim, tough move underneath, unable to finish, and Borkart will secure the rebound. Hawks once again patient on the offensive end.
see him reverse it here. Gotta look on the other side.
3-on-1 as Clausen has it, but a good
look.
cut by Jacobson. Unable to finish, though. A really nice look.
Good look. Good pass by Evan. He's got to finish those.
Lesha had a good first half. He's going to drive and
Good help by
try
Jeremy.
to finish. No foul called, but a foul is called after the offensive rebound by Donnelly, and Donnelly will go to the free throw line. Lesha a little shaken up on the play. He's going to walk it off. And looks like Jacobson for the Hawks also shaken up with maybe a bloody nose going on. So Mahoney will check in quickly here. Donnelly makes the first. Good on the second. As Lesha and Kryback, 2 of the 3 better scorers for Spartans, have had good first halves in their own right, and Donnelly don't want to let him get going here in the second half.
I've been looking for Colin. He's gonna get it in.
Found the angle on the entry pass. Fritz will go to work.
Dig by Donnelly.
Yep, Donnelly's got
Get
the
a body.
strength. Yep.
Body on Gebheim. If I heard that right, that's his 3rd foul.
Right, so he's going to take a seat here in the early going.
Something to look at for them. He's a big piece to their offense and defensive scheme.
Absolutely. Little floater by Clausen is good. So the Hawks with their first bucket of the second half, back within 1.
Good execution on that inbounds play.
Kryback, he'll launch near corner here. It's going to be long, high off back rim.
Board by Evan.
Hawks with an opportunity to take the lead here in the second half. Evan's going to cross over. Lesha got a hand on it. Evan trying to feed Borkart. Borkart had a really nice first half. James is going to drive. Help defense by Wink. Almost takes it away. Once again, driving to his left is James. He'll kick out this time to Smith.
Maddox into James. Let's see if they bring a double here.
Nice find in the corner. Fritzy
short
on the 3, but a good offensive rebound by Maddox. Another offensive rebound by Maddox. That'll be a held ball. Staying with the Blackhawks. Not sure if Fritzy's shot attempt was tipped or just maybe off the hand a little bit awkwardly for Colin, but Hawks will have another inbounds here. Quick entry to Fritz.
Gotta look to score, go up. Attaboy, good move.
Good move, rolls it over the front iron, and Hawks in the lead 29-28.
Somerset quick in the front court.
Yeah, they certainly get it across half-court line quickly out of the inbounds.
Reset with Kryback out to Donnelly. He drives in the middle.
Floater short.
Going down.
Yep, good stop there. Somerset gets down the floor like a blur, though. You got to be ready for that defensively.
Yep, after a missed shot, long rebound. Tough to get back that quick, but gotta. They're going to come quick.
Did you have a preference when you were playing, you know, what type of offense you were going to have to guard? Did you prefer like to slow it down where they're going to have you, you know, playing like on a maul block or something like that, or did you like playing fast up and down?
I mean, defensively, I didn't really like playing fast.
Right.
You get really tired really fast when you have to. So it's tough, but if you can play that way, like Somerset can, they know that they're going to have a disadvantage for the defense. So.
Right.
It's Evan out to Maddox on the left wing.
Tough pressure defense from Somerset, really extending man-to-man. Klaus is going to go to work against Wink.
See a reversal, yep. Screen by Colin.
Yep, Smith thought about the 3. Back with it now, swings to Borkhardt. Little jab step, he's going to go to his right.
The ball movement, out to Cal.
Yep, Hawks patient, not turn it over. Right wing 3, Clausen, no good. Couple of Blackhawks there for the offensive boards, but Maddox unable to handle it.
It's a good look though, just couldn't execute the shot there, but good offense.
Right.
Good hedge by James.
Yeah, and essentially leads to a turnover there.
Yep.
Makes Kryback change hands really quickly, and pass flies out of bounds. Hawks still in the lead, so Jacobson rather will re-enter with a little gauze in his right nostril. And this first half, not a lot of breaks in the action. Already 5 minutes gone. Hawks 29, Somerset 28. Playing at the tempo the Hawks want to. Fritz gets his defender off his feet. Tough runner. No good, but he's able to gather it. Trap now, trying to find Klassen, but just out of the reach of Evan.
Gotta limit them turnovers. Both teams, I think you can say that for both teams.
Absolutely.
I think both teams have shown that with a little bit of pressure, they're prone to turnovers. So I think whoever can limit their turnovers the most has a great chance of winning. It leads to other possessions for the opposing team as another turnover.
Right.
A lot of bad passes, but good defense too.
And we're going to get a short timeout from Coach Benoit, try to reset some things, and we'll take advantage of that for some ads for Blackhawk TV. Whether we're cooking the perfect butter burger to order or scooping our freshest batch of the flavor of the day, we work hard to ensure you will always leave happy. We know you have a lot to do and many options to choose from, so we appreciate when you take the time to visit Culver's of Baldwin. Members of Wisconsin Credit Union can access account information and take care of most everyday banking needs via Wisconsin Online, the mobile app, and text banking. Immediate access to your Wisconsin accounts is also available 24 hours a day via touch-tone phone. Contact Wisconsin Credit Union to learn more. Nielsen's Foods has been serving communities since 1903. We offer full-service Caribou coffee, bakery, deli, and meat departments. We pride ourselves with our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and our friendly staff. Nielsen's vision is to build a strong family of customers and employees by delivering superior service to our customers. So Hawks going from left to right on your screen, trying to build on that lead they've been able to earn in this second half. Up 1, 29-28. Both these teams at 4-4 in the Middle Border Conference, looking to take sole possession of third place before we get the late January, February stretch. Big time play, and Cal Smith able to use the rim and the backboard there.
Good look inside.
Rolls one in, Hawks up 3. 12 minutes to play. Hawks really impressive defensively in the second half, something that Coach Benoit for decades has taken pride in. Lesha trying to get open on the back cut, unable to.
I think we can keep increasing the pressure on defense.
And that's one nice thing, you know, when you're talking about us having the athletes, you know, James Borkhardt, he's tall, he's long, same with Evan Clausen, same with Colin Fritz. Get in passing lanes.
Exactly.
But a nice back cut, unable to finish though is Wink.
Great look.
Yep, really nice offensive play, but unable to finish. So the Hawks still up 3. Somerset way out defensively with pressure. Borkhardt going with his left. And traveling violation is going to be called.
You can see Gebheim again check in.
Yep, so 34 for Somerset. Like you mentioned, somebody to keep an eye on with 3 fouls. And like you mentioned in the first half, getting post touches, you know, getting the ball to whoever Gebheim is guarding offensively, at least for a touch. See if you can get him.
Exactly. Yeah, we think they can attack that now that when he's got 3 and he might not be as aggressive on defense, so we can get some points off of that.
Right. Hawks in man-to-man look here. Gebheim in the short corner. He's going to gather.
Good hands by Colin.
Got it poked away. Was able to get his dribble back. Good hands, good feet by the Hawks here on this defensive possession. Donnelly will bounce pass down to Gebheim. Gets Fritz off his feet and will go up, miss the layup, but will shoot 2 free throws.
Shot fake.
And so that'll be 3 for Fritz. So he'll take a little break here. Veenendahl and Paul, Ryan Veenendahl that is, and Brody Paul set to check in for the Hawks. Coach Benoit running with 8 so far tonight. Different games in the season. Coach Benoit's had a couple younger guards out there, Dane Veenendahl, Thatcher Walthall, who have had some really good minutes for the Hawks tonight. Leaning on some of his experience and this close, big matchup.
Some of that probably has to do with size too. There, Somerset's a pretty tall, lanky, big team.
Absolutely.
So that I would guess that would have some going to his decision a little bit there.
Right. So Gebheim able to connect on both the free throws. Somerset within 1 now, just over 10 to go. Cal kicks Jacobson to Clausen. Clausen's going to go to the baseline. Bounce pass. Good movement here. Ryan Veenendahl off the bench with a big 3 on the left wing.
Blackhawks up 4 now. See what Somerset can do on offense. Pretty big possession here.
Another big 3 in this matchup between Somerset and BW, but once again, off of a made basket for the Hawks. Somerset able to get into their offense quickly and get an easy basket there for Lesha. So they're within 2 once again after the Hawks had their biggest lead of the night at 4. Some body there on the wing from Krybeck, but officials letting them play tonight, which I have no arguments with. Smith into Paul. He's got the height advantage. And they're going to say he took an extra step before the shot attempt. Good to see him being aggressive in the paint. Just got to keep the feet under him a little bit there. So all of a sudden, halfway through this second half, just about 9 minutes to go, Hawks 34, Somerset 32. give and go from Wink to back to Gebheim, but Gebheim will miss.
Evan brings it up.
Jacobson thought about it from the left wing. Shot select for the Hawks, I think, has been pretty good tonight. Not a lot of shots you shake your head at.
Yep.
Have made some perimeter shots after maybe not being a great team by average from perimeter.
See if the Blackhawks can get a good look here.
Good ball movement.
Be patient.
Taking time off of that clock. Somerset student section getting involved. Ryan's kind of trapped underneath the basket there. A held ball will be called, so Somerset able to regain possession. Possession arrow will flip to the Blackhawks here. Up 2. And looks like Coach Noy's going to go back to some of his starters as Borkart and Fritz walk to the scorer's table. Good defensive pressure there from Veenendahl. Donnelly against Smith, quarterback versus quarterback, and Smith, good defense on the air ball, and that'll go out on Grover as BW will retake possession as Brody Paul, Ryan Veenendahl give some valuable minutes, and we've got the original second half starters back in for the Hawks.
Well, this is going to be a defensive battle down the stretch.
Absolutely.
I think we can see that. 34-32, 7.5 to play.
Ooh, and undershot Jacobson there, did Smith, and Lesh is going to get the steal and push. Limiting turnovers, a really big emphasis here down the stretch for both teams. Trying to finish possessions with shots on goal. Gebheim's going to shoulder down and penetrate, but good hands by Call. Seven minutes and counting.
Both teams looking to extend out a little bit and put some pressure on. I kind of like to see that.
Yep.
Good defense.
Nothing easy
exactly.
in this second half.
As the scoreboard shows.
Right. Just a handful of points in the second half for both teams. Already about 2/3 of the way through. Good.
Great take.
Take there by Evan Clausen and a huge basket for the junior. Here comes Somerset.
Yep, they're always going to look for that initial push and look.
Yep. Borkart trying to draw a charge. A big shot from Dylan Lesha at the top of the key. Really, really big shot from the senior. And so Somerset within one here at the timeout break. Firearm Langer is a CPA firm with offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, and River Falls. At Firearm Langer, our clients are our top priority. We offer the skills and expertise of a large CPA firm combined with the personal attention and responsiveness of a smaller firm. When you partner with us, we take the time to get to know you, understand your goals, and build a lasting professional relationship. We invite you to turn to us at Firearm Langer for bookkeeping services, payroll services, financial projections, tax preparation, tax planning, and all of your accounting and tax needs. The market is changing. Take advantage of it with our combined 30-plus years of experience to guide you. Call Don at 715-684-9541 or Andrew at 715-928-0410 of Timmerman Realtors for all of your realty needs. Bumper to Bumper is locally owned and operated driving school located in Somerset, Wisconsin. We offer complete driver education and training consisting of online classroom, in-person classroom instruction, and behind-the-wheel training. So if you are getting ready to apply for our Wisconsin State driver's license, or if you're an adult and just need a refresher course, then Bumper to Bumper is here to help. Visit online at www.btbsdllc.com. So 6:15 to play in this low-scoring affair between the Hawks and the Spartans. Hawks up 1, 36-35. Last time I was here calling the BW St. Croix Central game, another one that was down to the wire. Looks like we're going to have another one of those here tonight. Hope you all are enjoying it. Thanks again for joining us here at Blackhawk TV as BW breaks the press. under 6 minutes to play here in this one. Fritz, he's been good in and around the basket, and he's going to get fouled on the attempt, unable to finish, but he will go to the free throw line. Really nice take there from, before the shot, I'm sorry, so it'll be on the ground.
Yeah, either way, good attack though.
Absolutely.
James resets.
Cal Smith, big shot, left wing, good. Cal Smith.
Good hit, needed that one.
Big shot for the senior. Giving the Hawks that 4-point lead. They've been able to get a couple times here in this second half. 39-35. Kryvak driving on Clausen. Tough take, but he will be fouled.
That's tough.
Like you mentioned, when you have a shooter like that closing out, tight to him.
Looked like he was face guarding him actually.
Was he?
Yeah, I think so. So they must not want him to get the ball at all.
And that's something Clausen's done at a really high level. I know he's last year took Carter Wallen for the 2 times BW played at Amory, did a really nice job. I know he's matched up with Malmalov in the past, but Kryvak able to get to the basket. Misses the first free throw though. And the second one good, so 3-point lead still for the Hawks.
Somerset's still going to be in that pressure.
And BW's going to throw it away. Grover with the steal. Donnelly in the lane. Lesha, top of the key 3, is off to the right. That would have been a big one. As for the most part, Hawks have handled the pressure with composure tonight, but that was scary for a second. Under 5 to play. Hawks up 3. Just a classic, tough middle border matchup tonight.
Possessions really matter. Yep. They're long ones.
And I think you'd agree effort, the loose balls, rebounds, like you've mentioned a couple times. It's really important. Cal Smith with an impressive take there.
Tough bucket.
He's got another gear that he can go into, and that was evidence of it. Hawks up 5. Once again, though, Somerset attacking off of the main basket. Donnelly gets to the free throw line.
Just kind of out of position. Got caught chasing on the back end of them screens a couple times, so they're kind of attacking that in a good way.
So Donnelly's going to try to chip away at this lead. Does so with that first free throw. 41-37 BW. Lesh is going to take a break here before the final stretch as Gebheim will re-enter.
Big possessions coming up here for both teams.
That free throw is going to be long. Who's going to get the rebound? It's between Donnelly and Borkart, and Donnelly gets it, but it's through the hands of Gebheim. And they're going to say nobody stepped out of bounds on that attempt, so it's still live ball. We're going to get a timeout on the offensive rebound by Wink.
A little bit of chaos.
And we've got, I think, a valid argument, as I'm not sure who had possession. But we're going to get a timeout granted to Somerset. And Coach Vinoy is going to have a conversation with the official. 30-second timeout granted to Somerset. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. I'll list them all here. Packman's Concrete at 612-804-5222. Baldwin Greenhouse, Firearm Langer, Nielsen's Foods, St. Croix Garage Door, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, Timmerman Realty, Wisconsin Credit Union, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Baldwin Lightstream, CW Garage Door Distribution, Fenner and Jewelers, Schaefer Financial Service, Blackhawk Garage Door, O'Connell Funeral Homes, A-Star Concrete, Culvers of Baldwin, Family Chiro Care, TMS Auto, Halverson Concrete Solutions, White Cap Financial Advisors, Pete's Construction, American Family Insurance, and we'll finish that one out here at the next break. So Somerset, 4 across look on the inbounds. Couple screens, trying to get Donnelly the ball, but there's Cal Smith to take it away. And he's going to elect to slow it down, but through the hands of a couple Blackhawks and out of bounds. Looked like a
that's tough.
Really, really big play for the Hawks.
Yep, like I said, as Lesh is going to come back in, possessions are super, super valuable right now. Each team's taking a lot of time off the clock on each possession, so.
Just a great defensive play by Smith to take it away in the inbounds, but Thought one of his two teammates would be there in the pass, but neither were, as we are under 4 minutes to play here, 41-37. Somerset, a team that's averaged over 70 points a game this year, held well under that. Lesha on the back cut's going to elevate for his second slam.
You got to turn your head.
Of the night.
Yeah. Got to turn your head, James.
Can't do that. BW still in the lead. Trying to handle this pressure with composure. Borkhardt thought about stepping into a 3:22 and counting. Somerset trying to use the momentum off of that flush by Lesha.
Look to be patient. Don't let the noise speed you up.
Somerset student section and bench trying to get BW to.
Tough shot.
Yeah, really tough fader on the baseline for Smith. So 2-point game. Hawks with a narrow lead. Somerset looking to tie or take the lead, and we're going to get a foul on the ground here, and that'll be the 6th team foul for the Hawks. So from here on out, Somerset will be shooting.
That'll be a big key too. Free throws.
Absolutely. Somerset with 4 fouls to give before BW would be in the bonus, and a tough move there by Donnelly. We got a tie ball game here with 2:45 to play. Hawks were leading by 5 just a few moments ago, but a couple key possessions.
Back and forth.
Yep, like you mentioned. Every possession is important. We're going to get a timeout granted to Coach Benoit. And he's going to take a full timeout as BW is going to talk over this last sequence. So to finish out our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Pete's Construction, American Family Insurance, Village Pharmacy, OEM Fabricators, Precision Excavating Enterprises, Precision Truck Service, Western Wisconsin Health, Bumper to Bumper, and DMS Repair. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Hope you've enjoyed this one. A defensive battle between these two teams, and to give the Hawks credit, they have kept it a low possession game, a low scoring game, giving themselves an opportunity. Coach Benoit drawing something up for the boys as he's got his second half starters ready to get out there for BW. Each possession, like you mentioned, Keegan, very important. Limiting turnovers, trying to at least finish a possession with a shot on goal.
Then you're giving yourself a chance then. For an offensive rebound, or stuff can happen. So it's hard to go away from a possession with a turnover, because that can create opportunities for Somerset too, the opposing team. So we'll see. Going to be some big possessions coming down the stretch here.
Absolutely. 2.5 to go. BW with possession. 41 apiece between these two teams. Both 4 and 4 in the middle border. Looking to get this last month or so of regular season play off to the right foot. Good entry into Fritz. Patient with it. He's going to go up, and he's going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the free throw line. And it'll be interesting who they call this one on, and it will be on Gebheim. So he's 1 foul away from disqualification.
Yep, got to keep attacking him.
Like you mentioned, a really big piece defensively, especially for the Spartans.
Sure. Big body. Huge for rebounding too, as Colin makes the first free throw.
Yep, using that roll. Giving the Hawks the lead back here. And the second one, once again.
Big free throws.
Shooter's touch for Fritz. 2-point lead for the Blackhawks. Lesha, Wink, Gebheim, Donnelly, and Krybeck on the floor for the Spartans. Quick entry into Gebheim, but he'll miss it off side iron.
Be patient.
Borkhardt's going to try to pick a side and go, picks it up, traps there. Clausen does get it across, and there's going to be some contact there. So about 2 minutes to play here. Somerset with a handful of fouls to give, so no bonus free throws yet. Got a text from Coach Kiefer Keegan. He says you're great on the broadcast.
Well, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
2 minutes to go, 43-41. Hawks looking for what would be a huge victory here on their home court.
Yep, attack that, Colin.
Once again, patient under the basket. Fritzy with 2
awesome
more.
That's just good offense. Colin's our guy down the stretch here. Needs the ball.
Absolutely. Krybeck, quick trigger, left wing, and it's good.
Wow, deep 3. Big basket. They're going to bring some more zone pressure.
mean, as quick as we could say Fritz with the big bucket, Krybeck, and Fritz is going to be trapped, patient with it, gets it knocked away by Lesha. He's able to get rid of it to Borkhardt, who will lean in for the runner, no good, for the layup, rather. Fritz gets the opposite rebound, a lot of contact, no call.
Oh, boy. A little bit of chaos there. Somerset brings it back down.
1:10 to play. Unbelievable final sequence here. Gebheim in the lane, hands off to Wink. He's going to go try to dump it down to Lesha. Lucky bounce for the Spartans, and they're going to get a timeout here.
Wow.
So a lot of contact on the offensive end for the Hawks. No call, and a couple bounced, deflected passes on the defensive end, but they do find the Spartans, so the Spartans will have possession here as we are at 55.7 seconds to play, so only a handful of possessions. Only a handful of possessions, but the Hawks do have the narrow advantage.
I will see what Somerset comes out with here. Might be drawing something up, maybe a special they have.
Exactly. They're going to have a side inbounds here.
A little bit tougher for a special there, but see what they come out in. Got to stay locked in defensively.
Right.
Anything can happen.
Donnelly will inbound.
Can be a little bit aggressive if you want.
Ooh, almost there, and Clausen
too aggressive.
unable to slow down the pursuit. So Krybeck with the 1-and-1. Missed the front end of his first 2 free throws in the second half. But a very, very pure shooter for the Spartans, and he connects on the first. Tie game. 54.9 to go. Somerset in the bonus from here on out. Hawks still with a couple fouls until they get to that point, and Krybeck re-delivers Somerset the lead. Valuable, valuable, valuable possession here for the Hawks. Have to have a good look.
Yep, exactly. No turnovers, absolutely no turnovers.
We're going to get Borkhardt coming around the top of the key.
Get that post touch. Yep.
Into Fritz. He's been hot in the second half, patient with it.
Tough spot. It's a good timeout.
And it's going to be a full timeout for Coach Benoit. So with 32.9 seconds rather, so just about a half minute to play. Hawks a couple weeks ago with a heartbreaker, last second loss against the rival Panthers of St. Croix Central, looking to redirect those ways here in this down the wire affair versus the Spartans. Both these teams talented, tough, athletic. It's been a grinder, honestly.
Oh, yeah. This is probably one of the most quote unquote grind type of games that I've seen in a while.
Absolutely.
Mid-40s. Two pretty good basketball teams there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Both teams, big shots at times, big defensive plays at times. Somerset's made some really nice plays here down the last 3 minutes or so, and some errant passes for the Blackhawks have us in the position we are, but it just takes one possession, one valuable shot to get the Hawks back to lead. Fritz will inbound. We're going to have joining him Cal Smith, Evan Clausen, James Borkhardt, and Jeremy Jacobson here in the near corner. Quick entry into Clausen. 30 seconds to go.
Gonna reset.
Clausen, top of the key, is going to get a high ball screen from Fritz. Clausen's going to drive and kick. Cal Smith, driving kick to Jacobson. 20 seconds to go.
Take care of it.
Borkhardt, he's going to drive. Kicks to Jacobson. 13 seconds. Cal Smith, right wing three. No good. Board by Gebheim. Lesha has it. Gets it to Krybeck. 5 seconds, and a foul is called with 4.5 seconds to go.
Gonna have a timeout, I think, too.
So a timeout, a full timeout is going to be granted. So the timeout's going to be granted prior to the foul. So the Hawks will have an opportunity to at least challenge on the inbounds for Somerset. So a decent look for Cal on the right wing there, just in and out on the three-point attempt.
Yep. I'd like to maybe see something inside, but that's a decent look. A little bit of settling, but
right. Somerset with a lot of good pressure on that possession.
Yeah. Yep. Good defense.
And
go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, just not a lot of time left here. So either get that steal you need or get the foul.
Right, a quick one.
As quick as possible. As quick as possible. Final horn for the timeout, and we will see how this one finishes. So Somerset side inbounds just about halfway between the baseline and half court.
Yeah, somebody's going to leak out towards the basket. Oh, I already hold them.
So a foul on Veenendahl. And if you talk about getting a quick foul, that's about as quick as you can. No time off the clock.
Yep, that's a good decision to just do it right away.
And Jacobson's going to re-enter here for Ryan.
Maybe would have liked to foul somebody else, but take what we can get.
Right.
Move on.
So Krybeck shooting the 1-and-1. First one is in. Big shot for Krybeck. And a timeout for Coach Benoit. Full timeout for the Blackhawks.
Yep.
4.5 seconds. Doesn't feel like a lot of time, but
right.
Definitely enough to get a couple dribbles and a pass up court to get hopefully a decent look at the hoop for the Hawks, whether off of a miss or a make.
I wonder if it is a make if Somerset decides to foul in the backcourt.
Right.
Because I believe they do have a couple to give still.
They do. They've got 2 to give.
Yep. So they've got. Yeah, I wonder if. Don't want to catch him in the act of shooting, but.
Yeah, something Coach Wink's probably talking about with his guys right now as we a few seconds away here from Krybeck's second free throw.
Yeah, first and foremost, got to secure the board for the Blackhawks, though. Somerset been getting some offensive boards off free throws, both teams for that matter.
Right. So both teams by the scoreboard would appear to be out of timeouts. So the Hawks are going to have to either secure the rebound and go or get a good look off the inbounds.
Somerset's going to bring everybody back.
Krybeck will make it. So 3-point game. Inbound to Clausen, 4.5 to go. He's going to be fouled right away.
Good foul.
3.4 to go. And if you're Somerset and you're going with that strategy, they can essentially just continue to foul quickly.
Yep.
With a 3-point lead, the Hawks are only going to be able to take 2 out of that with successful free throws. Clausen's going to get it up. He's going to get to Cal Smith. 3-pointer to tie, no good.
Decent look, though, for what they were given. No
good on the 3-point attempt. So Somerset will avenge the early season home loss. Tough game for the Hawks. Really well played in high level of competition for both teams, as BW will fall to 6-9 overall and 4-5 in conference. Somerset with their 12th victory to 5 losses, and they are at 5-4 in third place in the middle border. Well, Keegan, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yep,
that was a lot of fun, close game. My name is Jordan Lehman, joined by, once again, our cameraman Zach Ambrose and Keegan Offsey tonight on the guest spot. Thanks for joining us again at Blackhawk TV. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks to Jeremy Nygaard, the owner and operator, who couldn't be here tonight. But I hope you have a good night, and we'll see you next time.